So I really don't think that we're ready for what's to come in 2026. So that's why we are continuing on this blitz this week, where we're going live every day to just catch us up to speed. Listen, I believe that there were lives changed during the blitz of 2024 when we, as the Gym Nation, literally went strong for 60 plus days. So, yeah, we're going to attempt to have that same type of energy formatted during the end of this year so that we are all Oh, on the same page. So if you haven't seen the thumbnail or the title, it's all about how Black families need to be preparing for 2026, the year of the turning point, right? We learned about that 2 days ago. And so I wanted to, again, just come in and refresh our memories. I'm going to share a clip from a video from December of last year where we started talking strategies on what to do in 2025. And some of that is going to roll over into 2026. So one of the videos that I'm going to share is the title was 2025 What's Going On and How Can We Deal with These Changes? And this video was um, well, we did a live stream that day in December. I think it was December 31st. And so I'm going to share a clip of that. But before I do that, I'm going to introduce myself like I always do and let you know if this is your first time here. Welcome. Welcome to the Gym Nation. I am Kim, aka Kim with the Gems. On this channel, we talk all things wellness, travel, and money from a Black woman's perspective, from a cultural point of view. The subscribers are known as the Gym Nation. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button, and you too will be part of the Gym Nation family, where we are here to empower each other, to keep us on the right track, to help us stay ready through all of these changes and our new normals. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, the thumbs down button, just hit the button so there's some engagement and it gets this message out to more people. Turn on notification. If you're watching this in the future later on, speed up the playback to 1.5. Please don't comment on how long the video is. If this is not your flavor, if this is not your cup of tea, skedaddle. So anyway, with that being said, I really wanted to start off talking about, I love Lori Daniels' Favor from Urban View. And today it sounds like she's on a blitz as well. And she talked about how this country is literally dismantling the Civil Rights Act before our eyes, but most of us aren't paying attention or looking. And so I want us to pay attention, and more than pay attention, I want us to be about that action. It is not a game what they're doing. So we need to prepare for 2026 with strategy, with strength, and yes, with accountability. And we'll talk more about that later. This is day 3 of the 5-day blitz, y'all. Well, it may be 7 days. I'm not sure. I'm supposed to travel on Thursday. So, I'm going to go as long as I can go. But listen, it's time for us to get that momentum back. And that's what this blitz is about, getting that momentum back, because too many of us are getting caught up in the minutia of the sensational, gossipy topics that they want us to pay attention to, and not what is really happening. So if you get a chance, check out, oh my goodness, Lori Daniels Favors video today, and it was about the Civil Rights Act. So check that out. As most of you know, this channel is also about strategy and being strategic and us coming together collectively so that we don't have to go it alone. So I want us, whenever we come to this channel, come with intent, right? Intent that if you learn something new, that you need to start implementing. But I want this to be an intentional time that we spend with each other. And like I said before, I don't care if there's one person here or 1,000 people here. If one person takes action, Kim with the gems is good. She is happy. Okay. And so, what I want to first do is start out um, giving you some instructions, right? I want you during this video to pay attention to this first part. December 31st, I think it was, we ended with what words are going to guide us through the new year, right? So I want us to first do a forecast, right? Look back and think of a word that describes what 2026 look like. Like, can y'all believe there are literally 21 days left in 2025? And I think I said 2026 look like. What did 2025 look like, right? We have 3 weeks, a little less than, because it's 8, 9 o'clock now, right? 3 weeks left in 2025. But we don't want to wait to 2026 to start planning for 2026. So, what first take inventory. What did how could you describe 2025, right? And then I want you to project into 2026 and come up with a word that will be your guide light, your north star. It doesn't have to be one word. The clip that I'm going to play, you'll see I had a few words, but I want us to start with that same energy. And that's why we're doing a reflection, because it worked for me this year, so that, and when you hear the word, it will make more sense. So let's get into the word. Is Let me see if any of my peoples are in the building. Oh, hey Shalonda, good to see you. Hey Christine, girl, you be killing me. I keep forgetting. I have to look at your picture to know who it is. Hey, oh, humble mumble 80, good to see you. And you changed your name too. I remember your face. Hey, what's up? It's been a second. Good to see you. Um, and I have it on subscribers only comment because, again, we on a mission, you know. We on a mission and no time for foolishness and or trolls. And I want to keep my moderator's job light so she too can get these gems that we are going to be dropping tonight. So let me go ahead and play this clip from 2024, December 31st, I think it was. And I want you to listen with intention, and but listen with the intention that you're going to start doing the same thing for 2026. Got it, got it. And maybe that's what happened to Christine too. Okay, good to see you. Hey, Anita Creations, good to see you as well. Y'all came just in time to catch uh a rewind of a conversation that we had. And I know there's people that weren't here. I think Dante was here. I think Christine was here and Shalonda was here. So let's just take a listen. I'm not sure if Anita is right. So finding what your words are, you know, and what I decided to do, and I'm going to go over because I'm stuck. I have about 4 words that I'm wrestling with, and I'm always going to carry over like intention and accountability, right? But what are going to be my new focuses for this new normal that we're about to enter into? And so pick up what I'm putting down. It's okay to carry over a word because I'm carrying over a word. And the year before, it was intention and accountability. And that's what allowed me to do the 60+ day blitz on this channel. I'm telling you, words can be powerful, especially when you have intention behind these words that are going to guide you. So let's continue because I'm gonna need more than intention and accountability. And so what I wanted to do today is to, just share some words that, I started, I wanted to really find words that will address the changing of the guard, my mindset, my actions, because we got to be about that action, y'all. And so, oh Lord, I just told this person. So anyway, so let's get started on that. I want everyone to think of what their words are going to be. I'm going to introduce some, simpler words, as well as think about what your words are going to be. You can pay attention to these words that I used this past year, or think of your own, but I'm telling you, my words are more nuanced words, the more complicated words that we often don't think of, because I have to challenge myself, right? we typically go through. So let's start with like some of the, you know, the words that most people start use during the new year and goal setting. And again, I don't pass judgment on it, but I just think we need to think bigger and deeper for 2025 without fear mongering. We need to think even bigger for 2026, y'all. So again, the small words are great, but if it's not going to instill high level action or reaction or momentum, let's only focus on those words that, oh wow, oh wow, oh what, like you're going to get that type of reaction. Let me speed this up a little more, y'all. But just having words that really resonate, right? That really make you go, and have them on stickies or have them on your home screen on your phone so that you don't forget, because we do. I know I do. So let's just, let's just call a thing, as Queen Iyanla Van Zandt always says. So yeah, so in this chat, I want you to share what you think your words may be. They don't have to be set in stone, and you can always change them if you find that they're not motivating you, they're not moving you. But first, I want us to leave the old in 2025. So whatever 2024. So whatever those, thoughts that have you stuck, or the antithesis, the complete opposite of what that word means, start figuring out the characteristics of those words and start implementing them, right? So, complacency, and I didn't write down the definition, so I may be a little off, but it just means being okay with the status quo, being able to just live where you are, do the same monotonous things over and over. Or if you're living a beautiful life, then, you're complacent in that. But if you want to no longer be complacent, the opposite words for those, and I don't have the definitions for these words, but I'm just going to give them to you because this is going to be where you step in and you do your own research. But the opposite of complacent is being passionate, right? Find something to be passionate about. Another, you're unrelenting. That's another antonym for complacency. Being unshakable, being assertive, being bold, being relenting, and unhesitating. So those are just some words that you can, or that's just an example. So again, I'm not going to take you through this whole video, but some of those words should have been jarring for you because we don't have space to be complacent in 2026. It's the year of the turning point, y'all. We have to be bold, right? We have to think of what the antithesis is of complacency and be that. But let's get into some of the words that I selected for me for 2025. And in another video, I'll share what my words will be for 2026. I'm still finalizing, probably, or whatever, because we don't do the work to get out of it. And the work doesn't always mean you have to, see a psychiatrist or speak to a therapist. It could just mean finding out what the opposite of that is. What are those characteristics? And how can I start implementing those characteristics? Abundance, courage, balance, purpose, transformation, mindfulness, positivity, clarity. I already used intention, like accountability, self-love, confidence, resilience, growth. I just want y'all to, where you are in a state of being calm and composed, especially. This simply means a person who is, and like I said, these are, bigger words. And when I say bigger words, that means I may mispronounce them. But I'm going to give you like the definition and where, and some reasons why these are the words that I'm. Oh, and we're going to go over everyone's words, right? We're going to, make sure we go over the comments in the section is basically what I wanted to say. So, so one of the words is equanimity. And equanimity is just simply means a person who is even-minded and balanced. Where you are in a state of being calm and composed, especially in times of conflict. This is high up on my list for 2025. I usually like to only do 2 words. I may have to change for 2025, but equanimity is number 1. And it simply means, like I said, that you are living a state of peace, even-mindedness, balance, and calmness, even in times of conflict. And we know what lies ahead, the truth that lies ahead. We're going to need that. So again, I will leave this link for if anyone who wants to rewatch this to get clarity or learn maybe how to figure out what your word should be. But equanimity was my guiding light, my North Star. The vision was clear that I needed to have some level of balance and not reacting to everything that we were going to see. And as I mentioned, buckle up, Buttercup. It's going to get worse in 2026. I don't know if you have heard, it's on CNBC.com. This man or the Homeland Security is buying jets to do their own deporting. Like, over nearly 10,000 truck drivers may lose their job because of they didn't speak English or didn't pass an English exam. Like, every single day, there's something that can get you to get out of pocket, both mentally, physically, spiritually. A word like equanimity, whenever I felt that bubbling up, think about your guiding star. Like I said, put it someplace where you'll see it every day. If it's in your bathroom, if it's on your computer, wherever. Find someplace where you can see it every day. And if you are in the chat right now and you have thought about a word that you may want to use for 2026, put it down, write it down, make it plain, claim it, put it out in the universe. There's power in that. And so I also wanted to go over um, let me just go. I want to make sure that, as we are preparing for 2026, there needs to be some non negotiables, right? There needs to be non negotiables when it comes to us as a community, not just individuals, but as a community. We know that there are shifts in the social climate. We know that there are economic shifts. We see it every day, all day. And we absolutely know that there are political shifts. And next year is an election year. And you talking about you are going to hear some things that are going to get you upset. Let's prepare now. Let's have it so we're not it's a non-negotiable that we are acting, emotional, right? We're not acting strategically. And so we are in most of us are in a vulnerable state, and we are going to have to learn how to address that. So there's five real pillars based on what I just talked about that I really want us to focus on, right? I want us to be prepared for 2026. I started talking up some about some of these things earlier in the week, but we're going to go over five pillars that I want. If you have a pen, a paper, write these down. And also, again, I'm going to share with you um, so let's start with community, right? Community resilience. I'm gonna go through the first five because I'm gonna share with you first the free document, the free resource that is available for anyone who wants it. The link is in the description. It's even cuter now. Um, and so I'm going to show you that document. Go ahead and get that document because even though it says for family, this is a document that can be used as a resource in your community, right? So start talking to people, start asking people, start engaging with people on these topics. And so, um, building community and building community resilience, very high. You need to get yourself into trusted networks. You need to have an area or a community where your skills can be exchanged within that community. And again, it can be an online community. It could be an in-person local community. It could be a national community. But start thinking about getting yourself in communities where whatever resources you possess and or have can be a set of values and exchanged, or it's a value set that can be exchanged for somebody else with somebody else in that community that also has a value set. Getting community to talk about safety protocols. Listen, safety measures, please, pretty please, and whatever that looks like, I don't judge, right? Whatever those safety measures look like for you and your family, start putting those procedures in place for your community, for your household. And again, I'm going to show you right now the document that is available for free. Um, and it's a conversation guide for the Black family. And family can be interchanged with friends, sororities, fraternities, whatever word you want to use, which may make better sense for you. But this is what it looks like. And it gives you a whole framework. Let me see if I could zoom in on this. Oh, I don't think I could zoom in right now. Let me see without. Okay, there we go. So there's a core framework, and these are questions that you're going to ask in your circle, your network. Again, I went over this yesterday, not going to spend too much time on it today. I'm going to do a short video that I'll post tomorrow that just goes over everything. But the link is in the description right now. Go ahead, download your free copy. And it's on how to talk about everything's from asset and capital protections, how to talk about healthcare decisions and desires. It gives you links resources that you can go to, for more information as it relates to some of these topics. Income generation, generating opportunities, and career planning. Like, this is a beautiful guide. And what I added, so if you um, downloaded it yesterday, you didn't have this part of it, but I'm going to show you what it is, and it'll be available later tonight. But where are the critical documents, and are they organized? Can you get them organized for your friends, your family, etc.? And so, yeah, family history and legacy preservation. I'm going through this fast because I want you to see what's been added. What I realized is you're going to need a place to take notes, right? So there's about 9 or 10 pages of notes that you can take. And you can also assign roles and responsibilities to anyone who has either agreed to, well, they must agree to it, assume the role and responsibility based on the answers to some of the questions, and then important next steps. So again, this is a document that is complimentary. Go ahead and get it while the getting is good. It's complimentary for anyone who hears this, right? It's going to be designed and be put up for a nominal cost, under $10, on another platform, just for the masses, right? And so, but anyone who's in the sound of my voice in any of my communities, this will also be uploaded in the school community on in the Rain Society, which is our online school, right? Our community. What I talked about, this will be uploaded probably tonight as well. So yeah, so the other thing I wanted to talk about was, again, strengthen your financial foundation, right? Are you protecting your income, whatever cash flow that you have coming in? If you were to lose your job today, tomorrow, next month, are you set up where you're able to sustain for a certain amount of time? Definitely want to have an emergency plus opportunity fund mindset, right? If so they talk about having emergency fund, right? But what if there's an opportunity for you to do something that may require, and it's not deemed an emergency, right? It's not that you're behind on rent. It's not that you're going to be homeless. You're not going to eat, but there needs to be an opportunity fund as well. And that, some people used to call it, other things. I'm not going to, not going to say those words tonight, but have that mindset as well, because we always think of just a place, oh, well, as long as I have 3 months of rent saved up, I'm good. No, you want emergency and opportunity resources. And if you don't have it now, how are you going to get it? How are you going to generate it so that you have it? Protect your mental and emotional health. Listen, can't overstress it. Um, and if you're someone who's in a good place, go get certified to be able to help other people, or notice when other people are struggling, right? So there's free certifications all over the internet. I know some college, local colleges, some libraries offer these resources. Get a certification so that you can be part of that village that can exchange, right? We talked about being able to exchange resources, and you could be a resource for not only your family, but your community at large as well. Also, let's please, no isolation wherever you can. And I know, especially as you get older and it gets colder outside, it's like, okay, I don't really need to be places. That's okay. You don't have to go outside. Get yourself in community so that if there's important information that is passed down, if there are changes of legislation that may affect you and your community or your family, you are aware you're not doing this by yourself. Um, and also, I want you to, and I have this link in the chat. The link is for the accountability group. Well, it's for the free webinar that's taking place tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. It's a conflict. I have the flawless community. We have our game night tomorrow. So we're not going to be at the webinar for a long time, 30 to 40 minutes max. And then I have to get over to my flawless gym nation community for our bingo and other trivia game night. So, but I invite you to be part of the free webinar that's taking place tomorrow at 9 p.m. so you can learn more about the SLAY accountability intensive. And SLAY just means we're being strategic with our lives. We're going to design, architect, right? Our what that's going to look like through accountability. And we're going to do it in a short amount of time. We're talking 4 weeks, right? That's why it's an intensive. So it's called SLAY, SLA. Well, it's SLAA, but let's just say SLAY, SLA. um, and starting the first week in January, we're going to launch. We're going to get things done, things checked off our list that we've been sitting on, or we may not even know. So if it's something like you need to get your power of attorney done, you need to get your certification for mental, whatever that looks like. Oh, within that first week, we're going to go through a couple of things and hopefully get get those all accomplished. And then there's 2 levels, and you'll learn more about that later because I'm also someone who does private consultations. So you have the option for the group or the private. And so tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, let me see if I can add that link. And if you sign up, there'll be a special offer in there for you. But again, 2026 is only 3 weeks away. Registration is going to close by the end of this month. And we're doing a handful of people. Like, it's just me. Bandwidth is what it is. And so we're doing a handful of people, just like most of my accountability. It used to be called the 28-day challenge, the 28-day accountability challenge, but we have since rebranded it to Slay. We're going to Slay 2026, and I am going to put the webinar information in the chat right now. Oops, I left off the J for join, but that's supposed to say join. Let me do it again. And again, that's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But let's get back to what else you need to focus on. We talked about protecting mental and emotional. Make career and business moves now. Listen. So every Wednesday, which is why I'm a little delayed, I have a trading accountability group, and this has been going on for over 5 years. And I shared that this year, I have heard more people who have gotten hired and then fired within a short amount of time. And when I say more people, more of us than I ever have before. And these people are like dynamic people. These are not bums. These are people who have had very, you know, storied careers, right? Have done all the things, been very successful. But people are now hiring to use you to get things done and then let you go. And I'm seeing this more and more, or it being more difficult for people like us to get jobs, even if we meet all the criteria, right? And so, or if you have the job, you are being stressed out because you are experiencing all the isms, right? So now, before we head into the year, we need to plan. What are our career and business moves going to look like with everything that's going on? So, do you need to sharpen your skills? Do you need to make more streams of income, which I think everybody does need to do all the time. It's going to be a lifeblood or lifeline for many people. And start positioning yourself at a higher value, right? So even if there are jobs that are available and you've been out, but this job is paying you a fraction of what you know you are worth, you have to find a way to sell your value because you will be miserable. You will barely be making it. You will be burnt out. You will be depressed. What's the point? Right. So start figuring out ways to position yourself for high value work. And I can't wait to launch another program for 2026. And it's something that I kind of do now, but this is going to be exclusive for executives and people who are super serious about that high net worth talk. Listen, I keep forgetting to pull it up, but talking money or somebody telling me no, no problemo. Let's move on to the next. And so many of us are not at that space. So many of us are scared to negotiate where and places we need to negotiate. And we're often giving our self, our work away for pennies. And we can't do that anymore. And so, fifth and final, let's just see. We went over strengthening your financial foundation, building communities and resilience in your community, protecting your mental, emotional, and I will even say spiritual, right? And physical health. And then making career and business moves based on what we know that's coming, based on everything that is the writing is on the wall. I am so happy for our high probability trading only masterclass because last night we were on for 3 hours, child, but we also got to talk about some newsworthy things that are happening. Did you know that Walmart is no longer just a retail box like type store? They are now considered a AI tech company and are switching the indice that they're trading on, right? So now they're part of the NASDAQ, which is all tech, all AI, not normal brick and mortar. And so these changes are going to have impact. And if you don't know what the impact is, you should. And then understanding the impact that is going to burden Black families and communities, right? So the education changes, the shifts in employment definitions, right? We see that happening. The digital security, right? The targeting. And we need to understand those things. I can't go through the entire list because again, I don't want to be here too long. But all of these things we need to educate our elders and our teens and young people, right? About because many just don't know. Like some of the people that I hear talking about AI and they try to talk about chat gpt, they you know it's like, remember with Facebook, for many of us first came out and our parents wanted to be on the insta face or the the face, what was it, the face, it was something else, it was the book of I can't remember, but so our elders need to be caught up too as much as possible. Like I understand they're not going to know every AI platform or large language platform and what that means and does, but understanding at least at the basic level how to figure things out, right? And especially with all the scams happening. So we need to focus on those five pillars. We need to get in community that is going to offer accountability. If you are interested in that, the link for the free webinar um, is which is taking place tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link is in the chat right now. The course and accountability group, there's going to be two levels, both are paid. But again, these are opportunities for you to get things done. And if it means starting a new stream of income, we're going to talk about that because it doesn't make sense. I am so happy for some of my clients that come back and let me know their successes. And I actually posted something. Did I post it here? I might have posted it on, let me see if I posted it on my channel, but some of my clients just come and just let me know the most glorious news, and it makes me so happy. And I did not post it here, um, but I posted it on my LinkedIn. Let me see. Anyway, I'll share that tomorrow. I'm not going to waste any time with that. But you know, when I see the return on their investment 5 to 10 times over, I'm like, praise God, thank you, Jesus, because I know it works, and it works if you do the work. It's no way, no how that it won't. Um, and so let's quickly get ready to close up. And I quickly want to talk about the SLAY. Oh, I did want to break it down, but the SLAY Strategic Life Architect Accountability Intensive was created because in 2026, when you have no strategy, you have a liability. You are a liability, right? Everything you have becomes a liability because Black women deserve, and let me throw men in there too, but I just noticed with my courses, and shout out to Tim, who is part of the high probability trading only masterclass. But for the most part, it's only the women that, are coming to our rescue, but the brothers are more than welcome to come as well. But we deserve a plan, right? We deserve a plan, not a burnout. And the art of war is going to be our guiding light. Listen, I make no mistake, no apology that the art of war has been so powerful in my life and helped me stay on strategy in corporate America, when I was in corporate America, outside of corporate America, as I have my own businesses. The art of war is a so even if you don't join Slay, I've been saying this since last year, over a year. Please read The Art of War, and after you read it, start implementing some of those strategies, please. But actually, the book was not designed only for war. People apply it to their corporate lives, the business life, their parenting, and personal defenses, right? So it's a 4-week intensive. Depending on the level that you come in at, you get a 2-hour one-on-one, depending on the level. So I don't want to go through all of that, but you're going to lay the plan. You're going to start waging the war. You're going to learn how to maneuver whatever those goals are, and you're going to execute. You have to execute. Period, exclamation point. It's no fluff, no wishful thinking. It's pure execution. And so again, we want to step into 2026 with strategy, whatever that strategy looks like. I am still, like I said, I don't, if y'all really understood, if the strategies would, with one of the many endeavors that I have brought to our people over the year, love that, right? Love that. If it's with an ally or somebody else out here doing the work, I love that too. Just don't get caught in the dark, because 2026, those who are not clear, and I hate laughing about it, but those who are not clear and focused on the wrong things, focused on the things that they want us to focus on, the 50 Cent fighting with Marlon Wayans, why is that consuming my timeline? Why? A week after 50 Cent and the Diddy stuff was consuming my timeline. Like, this is what they want us to pay attention to. Not saying you can't have fun and have entertainment. Hell, I went to go see Wicked last week. Wicked for good. Yeah, so enjoy yourself. Do some things, but also, so that's the balance, right? You can't do just one. You have to do both. And so again, if you're tired, if you're tired of just being in the rut, unknown, doing it alone, not having, or having, friends and stuff, but they're not on the same page, and you need ways to get them on the same page, get in community to figure out how to get it done. And I'm going to see who's in the chat in 1 second, but I really just wanted to um, just overemphasize that we need to get ready for 2026, right? The Black community does not need to fall behind any longer anymore. They are literally trying to decimate the Civil Rights Act. We knew that was coming, and we'll see where we are. We'll do a check in on where we are with the project, situation that they put together. We're gonna do a deep dive. I'm gonna try to get that done during this 5-week blitz. If not, we'll get it done over the weekend. But I wanted to break down key steps in financial planning, in community building, in career development, mental wellness, and long-term stability. That's what it's about. It's about being stable for the long term, not hustling and running around every 2 seconds, not knowing what's going on. Having steady hands. Remember, last year I talked about steady hands. Many of us are walking around like this all the time. Steady hands. This is what we need in our community. And we'll only get that when we focus on our wealth, when we focus on self sufficiency, when we focus on our safety. I told y'all, look up those free resources, especially women, on how to fight back. And if you're in home and you're about that, First Amendment right, or is it Second Amendment right? Listen, do what you got to do, but just be safe with it. But we definitely have to be real on point with navigating these national politics and policies. And so again, I'm coming back probably, well, definitely tomorrow, but it will probably be earlier because we have the 9 o'clock. Have something at 8 o'clock. Then 9 o'clock is the webinar. And let me just make sure that is, in fact, the time for the webinar, because I will say the wrong time in a heartbeat now. So if you signed up, let me know. I don't even know how many people's in here, but I just want to make sure. So yeah, it's in 23 hours. So 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, go ahead and register and get, understand what it's going to be like for us to slay in 2026 in a collective. Was it 8 p.m. the flawless, Christine? Did I send that out? I'll tell you, I have to look at my calendar, and I'm in a different, I'm not in my calendar right now. Okay, so I think we can say that. If I said that, you know what, I'm gonna send an email out tonight to everybody just to confirm. Okay, but definitely 9 o'clock, the webinar. Book of Faces. What's the Book of Faces, Shalonda? I missed that. Let me see if I could pull up one of my. Oh, you know what? I think I can. Hold on a second, because I downloaded it. And I think I posted it last week. And if I did, but I did organize I organized my. Yeah. You know what? I'll pull it up tomorrow and let you see. Oh, is this it? This is it. Here we go. This is it. It was labeled something else. So I am going to share this testimony from somebody that was part of one of my accountability groups. And this was just recent. And so I always like to share people's success stories. Wait a minute. It's called okay, let me do search. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to share this. And this person literally, now I travel on Friday, sweetie. So this was 120%, 127% return on their investment in less than 4 months. So this was a high level client, right? And they were able to generate over nearly $23,000 in 4 months, with an average order value, which I need for this person to get that number up, 307. It was less than 4 months. It was like 3 months and a week or two from their launch. and their conversion rate was a whopping 5.23. Average conversion, I think, is like 2%, 3%, something like that, 1 to 3%. Um, she had a 5.23%. So I know the frameworks that I provide work. They're the ones I've been using for a very long time. Um, and what did I say? The framework that changed everything from uncertain beginners to confident digital product creators earning premium prices all in just 4 months. This is what happens when you combine the right strategy with committed action. And so, again, go ahead, sign up for that webinar. Go ahead, become part of the Slay community. Go ahead. There's so many other ways to build in this community, and I will, one day break down everything. But I want us to be in community. I want us to make more money. I want us to have a word that is going to keep us focused. I want us to be okay in 2026. Period! Exclamation point. Full stop, as they say. So anyway, let me see if there's any more. Let me remove this. Let me go to regular view. So yeah, no, I travel on Thursday, and yeah. So anyway, I don't see any questions. And I didn't do my little gems. I like my little gems dropping down. So yeah, so I look forward. I know there were some signups up till now. I just wanted to make sure that anyone who is interested in joining joins tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. And for the flawless members who are in here, you would get an email from me about the game night and the exact time. I'm not sure if that's what I had at 8 o'clock. That's the only reason I'm saying that. So I know I had a meeting at 8 o'clock, then 9 o'clock was the flawless, and also the webinar. So I will probably do what you said, Christine, but I will send an email to everyone. And so, yeah, it's been a busy week. So last night was the high probability trading only masterclass. Today I have my tonight I have my own accountability trading group, which I've been doing for, it'll be 6 years in 2026. And then tomorrow is our weekly flawless meetup, but it's our game night. And then the webinar, and then I travel. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy week. But yeah, go ahead, hit the like button. Thank you, one. Thank you all for stopping in. I will see everyone live tomorrow afternoon. I want to say it'll probably be, let's just, I don't, you know what, let me look at my calendar, because I don't want to, but it'll be early afternoon. So it may be another 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock, but I will post it in the community hopefully tonight. But until then, I will see everyone later. Have a good evening. Take care. Bye.